How's it going today, guys? So, we're doing this a day early. Normally, this wouldn't go out until Thursday, but I had some free time today, so I figured we'd get this covered and get you guys taken care of. So, yesterday, we had an awesome time. We had a special guest with Mediocre Gaming Grunt, guys, and if you haven't followed him, you definitely need to go check him out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mediocre Gaming Grunt. I'll put the link down below. Guys, make sure that you go hit him up. As always, make sure you hit that sub button down below, hit that notification so that you can see each week while these new videos go up. So our topic this week was moving forward, right there. What do I mean by moving forward? I mean not letting your past hold you down, not sitting there so hung up and focused on what was and making sure that you don't miss the opportunities for what will be. The past is an opportunity for you to learn. It doesn't matter whether or not you regret something you've done, or you feel like you've said something you shouldn't, or you feel like you missed out on doing something that you could have. What does matter is you recognize those opportunities and realize that you have the chance to come away from this with so much more. It's only considered a failure when you don't take something from it. In my case, I learned the hard way that sometimes your choices have some pretty negative consequences. But just as much as they have some negative consequences, they do have some really great rewards too, depending on your outlook, depending on how you choose to see it. If you take everything that has happened, you focus on what has happened, and you just continue to dwell on it, you never see the opportunities that you have in front of you. You know, you don't see the doorways that are open to the left and the right if all you're doing is focused on the one that's dead in front of you. Now, I realize how hard it is to try and look at other possibilities. I realize how hard it is to get out of your own head sometimes. But what you have to realize is that we are programmed to make sure that we do everything in our power. That's human nature, to want to be good, to want to be perfect, and the simple truth is you can't be. What you can do is keep making the best choices for what's to come. We can sit there and dwell on the things that we've done, but what good does that really do you? You can't go back and change it. You can't adjust what's already been done. It's not like taking a test. It's not like writing in an answer and going back and erasing it. No, life is a little bit more finite than that. It's pretty straightforward. When something's done, it's in the past, you know. Last night I used the analogy that it's very similar to what Rafiki said to Simba in The Lion King. You know, when he smacks him on the head. It doesn't matter, it's in the past. You can learn from it. I missed the other part of that. It's besides the point. What does matter is everything that happened in the past, guys. You can learn from it. You have the opportunity to take what has happened and apply it in a good way for the future. Now, the other part of this, though, is you have to remember that you gotta be kind to yourself, okay? You have to learn to forgive yourself. Mistakes happen. We're human. We can't be perfect. You're not going to do everything 100% correct all the time. You're just not. And while thinking that you can is great, you know, knowing and believing in yourself is awesome. You also have to know that there is a fail side to things. There are chances that you're not going to complete the opportunities that you have. You're not going to complete every challenge that's in front of you. But that doesn't mean you have failed. That's no reason to burn into yourself. That's no reason to hold yourself back. You take it as an opportunity to learn. You take it as a chance to realize that, hey, I did things this way and it didn't work, so let's do this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So leave it in the past, move forward, and look at how to do things differently the next time through. All right? Best example I can give of this is, for me, pulling people out of my life that I knew weren't going to be a help. You know, understanding that if the people I had around me weren't interested in the same things, I wasn't going to get anywhere. Your vibe attracts your tribe, as Mediocre Gaming Grunt would say. Your vibe attracts your tribe, which basically means the people that you're around are royally going to influence everything that happens in your life. So if you're stuck with people that constantly can't let go of the past, you surrounded yourself with people that are dwelling on every way, shape, and form of everything that has happened yesterday, well, then you're never going to see tomorrow. You're never going to see a week from now. You're never going to see a year from now or see all the good things that come your way. Let it go and don't harp yourself, okay? Accept that you can do things, you can mess up, you can make mistakes, and you can still end up exactly where you want to be. In fact, you have to make those mistakes in order to make it where you want to be. You have to be able to accept that things happen that are beyond your control. Sometimes you can fix them, sometimes you can't. But if you can't fix it, don't fixate. Don't let yourself get wrapped up in what might have been. Don't let yourself get wrapped up in what could have been. What ifs are killer and they do you no good. Don't let that happen. It's only going to harbor you. It's only going to harbor and hinder every little thing that you do. You have to consider the possibility that you're not going to be able to get through this on your own. You know, we're social creatures. We have to have external connection. You can't do everything on your own. If you come across a problem, you have something that you just can't let go of, something that happened in your life that you can't, just for the life of you, can't release, seek help. Albeit that be a person you're close to, a family member, a friend, a teacher, a social worker, or a professional. You know, seek the help, get it off your chest, learn to talk about it, let yourself be a little weak, let yourself know that it's okay to be like this sometimes. The important thing is that even though you're like that right now, you're trying to get past it and keep moving forward. You're trying to get to those greener pastures, getting to that goal at the end of the road, getting to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. All right? The difference between a dream and a reality is a dream you don't put the effort into. Reality is something that you've really put all the energy and time into fixing and making happen, right? Your reality, your goals, they're one and the same if you put the effort into it, which a lot of times means letting go of what has happened to you in favor of what will happen. Paying attention not just to how things have gone, but to where your feet are taking you now, all right? No one's perfect. We're all going to make those mistakes. I'm a hypocrite to say that I wouldn't have struggled with this for years upon years, and I still struggle with the idea of letting the past go in order to move on. But the fact of the matter is, I know that I have to let that go in order to be where I want to be, in order to get to the places that I want to get to. I can't sit there and dwell on this mistake or that mistake or this mistake or that mistake because it won't let me reach any of this. It won't. It's a roadblock that I've created myself that I have to break through. It's something that I have to be able to say, enough's enough. This stuff doesn't matter. This does. I want this. Therefore, I have to let go of this. Taking the time to acknowledge the little things, the little steps. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with 2 steps, not 1 step. It's easy to take a step in any direction, but I tell you what, that 1 step isn't both feet moving forward. It's a single foot, and it's too easy to step back on. So a journey of 1,000 miles begins with 2 steps, each foot moving forward in one direction. It's a lot easier to keep that momentum going when you get both going. Remember that there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. There's none whatsoever. If it's worth doing, if it's worth having in your life, it's going to be a challenge. Challenges make it worthwhile. Don't forget that at all. You need those challenges to be able to make sure that you're doing things correctly. You need to know that, okay, this is taking energy, this is taking effort, it's going to be the right choice for me. Now, is that to say that you can't make the wrong choice and put a lot of effort into the wrong scenario? Definitely. But it's going to be a lot harder to do that because you're not going to see a good outcome from it. So you're not going to want to put that energy in. At least most people won't. You'll see it for what it is. That's almost a given. Guys, matter of perspective on how and what should be left alone in the past, all right? If I'm focused on everything over here, I'm not seeing the good stuff behind me. I'm not seeing the direction that I want to be going, all right? If I'm focused on my past, I don't see all the opportunities over here. I don't see the good that can come from all of this. I just don't. I change my perspective. I leave this stuff behind me. This is what I see. Is this always going to be brighter right away? No, not at all. In fact, there's going to be a lot of challenges on this side too. But the important thing is knowing that if it happened over here, I can't do anything to change it. All I can do is move forward from it. So you're going to find me really, really struggling. Now, it's okay to look back every now and then. Acknowledge where you've been. Acknowledge what you've come through. Accept that you have done the things you've done and things have gone the way that they have. But don't hold on to it. Don't dwell on this over here when what you really want is over here. All right? Now, if you're 100%, content just living in the past and accepting that, you're not going to go anywhere else, well, then I think you've given up too soon, and you're really losing focus on what it means to live and to be open and enjoy so many aspects of life. I really do. You miss out on so much when you're narrow-minded and keep yourself locked in on one area. I can't tell you guys how important it is not to do that. I can't. It's no good. It's really not. And it's going to leave you broken and hollow. Kind of sucks. All right? Take advantage of your opportunities. Take advantage of the multiple choices and the different paths that you have in life. Because one choice can lead you to 4 outcomes. One choice could lead you to 1 outcome. I guarantee that there's always going to be an option. There's always going to be something else you can do. You're always going to have different paths that you can take. Don't lock yourself down in one area. Don't lock yourself down dwelling on what could have been, stuck thinking and fixating on what was, because you're going to miss what could be. Now, we've all had our times, we've all had our days where we have just these really crappy situations, these crappy events that really, really lock down your head and lock down your eyes. And I'm not going to say that they don't happen. I'm not going to say that you have to forget about them, because that's not the case. There's a lot of situations like that arise that you can't just let go. But what you can do is focus on the aspects that you can change and let the rest go. You didn't get what you wanted for lunch? Okay, it's probably not life-threatening. It's not going to change anything. And you can try again tomorrow. You find out that someone in your life isn't being as forward as you thought they were. Okay, how are you going to stop them? How are you going to stop that from happening again? If you can't do that, if you can't figure that out, then walk away from it, because it's not worth putting the energy into. Holding on to everything in the past is going to keep you from moving forward. It's going to keep you from achieving your dreams, your goals, making them a reality. It's going to keep you from doing the things that you want to do, and it's going to stop you from having fun and maybe enjoying life a little bit. I can't tell you how important that is. You got to be able to get up and smile each day, and if you're stuck in the past, you're not going to be able to do that. Guys, I can't stress enough how important it is to move forward and to keep treading. Letting yourself get wrapped up in stuff is going to drastically shorten everything. It's going to shorten your happiness. It's going to shorten your lifespan, and we don't want that. We want you guys to live as full and happy as possible. So let it go. Keep moving forward and enjoy the little things. That's how you're going to have the best time. Guys, I appreciate y'all stopping in here for Tuesday Talks. Next week, we're going to have another great topic for you. Pay attention Monday. You'll see that popped up. You'll see that here on this channel. Again, hit the sub button down below. Hit that little bell for the notifications so that you know when we go live and so that you know right away the first chance you get. Thank you all so much for coming out, and we will see you guys all next week for Tuesday Talks. Bye.